Yo, what's up guys? I am Smashmaster1224 and welcome back to another stream. And as you can see from the title, we are back again here with Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. And of course, as always, we are joined by...
Aeonian Lullaby! Y'all ready for this?
Heck
Are
yeah.
y'all ready?
This episode is definitely
I've been
special.
hyped!
Yes, we can tell. Yeah, this episode will be definitely interesting because if you saw from last episode, we saw that Sayaka Mizono was found dead. We don't know who it is, but this episode we will find out because it's now time for the class trial. If my mouse will want to work. Alright, there we go. Alright, time to go into this mysterious red door. It seems like I'm already here. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you.
Great to be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime.
Guys!
So
You guys already think I killed him, so then what are we gonna do?
I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer?
Oh no!
We'll never know. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is the real one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, thank you, Bear. Okay, we actually gotta talk to people. Do we have to talk to people?
You have to. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, we gotta go.
Yeah. I guess I have no choice but to get in this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared?
No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth.
I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. It's Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, grabbing of anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else started in the elevator, and I finally stepped on. The doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when the time has finally come.
Oh!
Other than that, it is not more like is it not like... Oh my god. Excuse me. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment?
The world will never know. Also, hello Yojin, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
You finally arrived! Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Yes, it's totally a Hollywood set. Also, I don't know who's
Yeah, Hollywood.
But either way, I appreciate the comment.
Shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down!
Yoo-hoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up!
We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. They are set up so that everyone can see everyone else, which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unneeded onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow as he sat there. And so, the curtains on our first case open. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception.
A deadly deception. A
deadly
deadly
betrayal. A deadly
Didn't
fish.
do it.
A deadly burial. A deadly defense. A deadly fate. A deadly class trial.
Dun dun dun.
Do you want to save? I mean, doesn't matter, but sure.
I mean, yeah. Doesn't really matter to me.
Look at all this stuff. Alright. Open up. Alright, so this tells us all the stuff we have. So these are all the stuff that we found. So we have the Monocube found 1, evidence of struggle, replica sword, and its sheath, the rooms of switching, toolkit, how Mako's room was clean, Sayaka's wrist, dying message, bathroom door frame, doorknob, the switch of nameplates, the missing knife, Aoi's account, trash duty, incinerator, burn shirt piece, and shattered crystal ball. Again, those all be useful, chat, so keep that in mind. So without further ado, let's begin.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
I volunteer.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh my goodness. This okay.
Okay,
Damn it, dude.
but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line.
Stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more?
Nah, we don't need it.
As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, character will speak one after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the WASD keys to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statement and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that, if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the arguments, you can review the controls.
Like this.
Yeah! Well then, good luck, and have fun!
Murder. Wow, we got one bullet.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Great
Yeah,
statement.
we know that part already.
And the murder
So we
took
do.
place in Makoto's room.
I
In
wasn't
the
in
bathroom.
there, but I wasn't
So
there!
it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She
Real.
didn't even have a chance to resist.
Haha, elbows.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, it's wrong, you little piece of shit.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. with the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
No way.
That much should
Oh
have
my
been
God.
obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
I wonder what it's supposed to be.
I wonder. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Let's grab another gun bullet. I'm just loaded into my gun right here. Kitchen knife, gotcha.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Really now.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong! No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Are you sure about that?
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Really? I'd never do that.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Exactly.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer.
Really? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
I can't hear, but sure.
You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so that you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll study your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck, and have fun.
Alright, time to make everyone sound funny. We got a bullet. Alright, so it's spacebar.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Where does it get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the...
Wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Exactly. I'm literally from the
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead, and say it all you want!
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
Well, I like how this is your I bet you this is gonna be the only speaking line you get for one of the many.
I know, right?
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the diner hall?
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Now the game voices it for us.
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he
You don't
definitely
think so?
wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Drake your face, Makoto.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved
Why would
in
I
something
get involved
like
in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear. If there is an
bear.
accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops!
Hello,
Did I say that out loud?
Thank you, Monokuma.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
I agree.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
It doesn't have to be wholesome. We're in high school.
Right.
What? You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Oh my goodness, he's surprised that she doesn't have a dick.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Oh my goodness, she killed herself.
Damn!
Sayaka. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was, the bear.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Wow, so cool. Also, hello, Wolf. You can welcome
As
in.
she left, she
What's up,
said
what's
she
up?
just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
See?
Why are you guys on my ass?
They're so on this.
Get off
No,
my ass!
you're wrong.
So,
Like, it ain't
that's how
acting,
you
I promise.
twist the
Just get
argument
off.
and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Who barely knows what his own talent is?
Right.
Come on.
Damn. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you, Kyoko.
She's the only one that says, y'all need to shut the fuck up and stop accusing Makoto.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
I agree, Wolfie. Kyoko is using her common sense.
Bewildering?
No.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, right, yeah.
I agree.
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more?
I agree. All this tutorial is tiring. Let's get to the main action.
As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail.
And die.
Well then, good luck and have fun.
Something that should have been in the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If you just figure out what that something is. Time for spelling.
Oh hell yeah!
Easy.
Hair!
Now I understand.
Oh baby!
Now I understand. It's hair.
Hell yeah!
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit,
If I were the culprit,
why would I need to get
why
rid
would
of
I
all
need
the
to get
hair
rid
in
of
my
all the
own
hair in
room?
my room?
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true! Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are we finally done being on his ass now?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Okay, I guess Ishimaru isn't done being on his ass.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled to get into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it, the object the killer broke. Where is it? It was this, right? Maybe?
I got it!
It is, cool.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
What is a doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here?
I don't know. Oh, my bad. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
Don't worry, I'm getting sick of this narrator as well.
You're getting sick of me? I can't believe you right now. Anyways, from here on out, the number of weak points will start going up. And no matter how many weak spots there are, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you failed.
And die.
You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck, and have fun. You need my help? You want to do this?
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Oh wait, that wasn't the right one? Whoopsie. Man,
wait, excuse me. What's wrong? If you keep trying to disrupt the trial, you're gonna get put. That makes no sense. You're gonna get put on trial yourself.
I agree, Leon.
Shoot!
English, so that I can speak English.
I need to think about it one more time. There must be contradiction in there somewhere.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
That was the right one. Gotcha.
No, that's wrong.
I thought to wait one more second. Alrighty then.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door
what are you
doesn't fit
talking
in the
about?
frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door is locked. So they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was...
Crime took place in his room.
Yeah.
I got it!
Because it was
The
a
killer
girl in
must
there,
not have
he
realized
assumed
that it was
locked.
my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
He's absolutely
Say
right.
what?
Kyoko.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you this whole fucking time.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
Alright, well, you said it. I guess we're leaving. Good night, everyone.
Me too!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then,
Everybody's gonna
why don't we
die.
just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
I totally is.
Face!
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Like,
What I'm saying? What you do to y'all?
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah.
They hate
Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
real. Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello?
I don't think you know your
Why
place.
exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me these in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka would let someone in because... Where is it? This.
Switching room!
I got it!
I got it!
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open a door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Wise, what's the point of even switching?
Oh,
Knowing
it's
what
like
she'd
high
been
pitch
through,
and ass, Jesus
I just
Christ.
can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just the two of us, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Take Mantis to make sure you don't get the room wrong, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Wolfie, you know Kyoko ain't gonna tell us shit. She's gonna be secretive about it. Then, that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only
you're
into 2D,
disgusting.
so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure
disgusting
anyone
piece of
even
trash.
got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Now
Very
we
well
did.
then. Pay attention.
Well, I guess we have to. We're gonna pay attention, but I'm gonna make your voice sound funny. Just know that.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
It's like
The
it's
only
true,
person
but he
who
says it in
switched
such a
the nameplates.
guilty. That's what pisses me off.
Switch
It's
rooms.
such a
The
guilty
killer,
way.
me, Sayaka. The killer, obviously.
I got it!
Only other person.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates.
You can also infer as much from her note.
We got this bullshit again. We do not need to read it. Goodbye.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and
Attacked her! We figured it out!
goodness
We know who
gracious!
did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still
How are we
don't
gonna
know who
find-
it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Oh, bad.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that...
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason those cycles was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
I got it.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Nah, that's silver.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What did led to Saika's death? That's what we need to make clear.
There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates.
my
Would you like to
goodness.
hear more?
How much more do we need to learn?
Are you getting used to these non-stop debates?
Yes, but not
We
these
hear it.
learnings.
Whatever. Starting with the next debate. I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder.
Oh, should I get more gun bullets?
Hi. Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gaze, because you're a fucking whore and I never want to see you succeed. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire.
I think this there is a little feisty.
Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel, which is arguably more fun. Either way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Because I love you so much. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean, because I fucking hate you and I never want to see you succeed. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Damn, I don't think I like this narrator anymore.
Oh, come on!
They're too mean.
We going to the club today.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, so what did I miss?
It was the replica sword. It was the replica sword. And then, yeah.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Got it? No, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you. So what you're saying is, I have absolutely no idea.
Shoot!
What do you think about women?
Think about it one more
There must be
time!
contradictionary somewhere.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
It was the sheet.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But
Fuck,
then
why
the
is my mouse
culprit
not
took
working?
that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
There we go.
And that's exactly what happened.
Sometimes my mouse does not want to work for me.
It was the first one and that sword sheath, if I am thinking about this correctly with a good brain.
I need first I get my fucking mouse to work.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, It'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows she never used a sword. If wanting the sword, which part of her body would you have to touch with? Her stomach.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Exactly.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sai can wash gold falling off her hands because there's a certain radiation reflection what happens to the bathroom at nighttime.
I got it!
Is this?
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Exactly, that's why you ugly.
Oh,
yeah, that's
my.
why you ugly. You wonder why I think you ugly.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to be the one without the sword. This one. Whoopsie. The killer had the kitchen knife after all. They were wielding both the sword and the knife and attack Sayaka both at once, so that totally makes sense, right guys? If they had both weapons, how would the scratches have gone onto the sheath? I don't see any way for that to happen.
Shoot!
Looks like I just embarrassed myself from everyone. Let's try this again.
I got it!
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Makoto, I agree.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
John Cena.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because... Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
We have a timer?
Yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues goes, there's nothing left. Make your argument. One bullet.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
I know it is. I just gotta hope my mouse will work.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
My mouse is not being a mouse, apparently.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dining, yes.
Dining. What did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. The fatal
I
wound.
got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 1, 1...
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know, because I'm just a fucking dumbass.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it.
I'm sorry.
I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Damn, it took you almost an hour to figure that out? That's crazy.
It took us almost an hour to figure that out.
You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Yeah, like that's.
So I guess I must read the killer's name. Return a message 180 degrees. It should become crystal clear. Select someone. A person who did it.
Let me see his face.
It's Rich Douchebag.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
Real.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of is that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? This thing right here.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right.
Dude, if you're
That
not
alone
the
isn't
murderer,
enough.
why are you getting
But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Where remains of the button-up shirt, which Tara wasn't able to get rid of. There's something else I want to pay attention to about who is responsible.
I got it!
This one right here.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the center without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly proof that Leon is the real killer. Alright, we get to do more shooting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Oh, yeah, it's Daisy. Well, hey, at least you get to speak more.
What? Obviously, only the person with the trash room key to get into the incinerator. What part of that is wrong?
Shoot!
everything about that.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the
Oh, that's what it was.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The cure had to use a glass ball in a certain way, which was...
Divine with it!
Exactly, use divine power.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it's a work of a theory.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It would have been much chance for a cure because... It was Hifumi.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Every case has at least one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Alright, let's get this shit
Let's
done.
go. I'm a hope to God.
Yeah, I guess do this. Oh, that's my move, okay.
do they make the face of like the blank person look so unholy?
I have no clue.
Like, he looks grotesque, dude.
I think that's correct. What did I miss? Maybe. Can I?
The killer is you!
Okay.
The killer is
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
And we are fucked up. Okay, never mind.
I already fucked up. Okay, that's great. I love doing her.
Oh no, I think it might be this here. Up. Hello? Up. Hello, does mouse want to be mouse? Okay. I think that's correct when I look at this. Oh no, this would be it.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more.
Okay, that's correct.
Yeah.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Oh, I know what it is. Hold up. No, you go here. You go there. I think that's what it is. That's
Here's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's
Eat this. I'm gonna eat up these vocals. Y'all better be listening. Y'all better be listening in. I'm eating up these vocals
They
right now.
grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. the killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object!
Yes, I
of course
object.
I do!
Of course
I object! I object!
I object!
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of
all of this is
stupid
just a bunch of
theories.
stupid theories.
You need evidence.
You need evidence.
Where's the evidence?
Where's the
Without evidence, it's all bullshit.
evidence, it's all
It's
bullshit.
bullshit, and
It's
I refuse to
bullshit.
acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
No, don't make him hate me! Don't make him hate me! Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. So kind of like DDR Revolution for crazy people.
Yes.
Match your button presses with a tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker as it reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull this off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough, and you will come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun!
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could have been.
I refuse to acknowledge you!
That's
You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid,
stupid! I have to show indisputable evidence
that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
The moment of truth.
Where's your proof?
His ass.
You kidding me?
His ass.
Not a chance! It wasn't me!
It wasn't me!
You lie! Stop talking!
Bam! Bam!
Shut
bam,
up!
Bam!
Where's your proof?
Bam! Bam! Bam!
You kidding me? Not a chance!
Yeah! Yeah!
You lie! Shut up!
Yeah!
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Where's your proof?
What counts for the winner? Oh, not Charlie
This
Brown!
should prove it.
My mouse doesn't want a mouse apparently this stream.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Like a minute?
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where.
And let me say this right now.
Yeah.
I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Rick!
Stupid!
Oh,
So,
goddammit.
you
Two
have
of my
no
characters
rebuttal?
have mental breaks.
Then it would
Oh,
seem
damn it.
we are finished here.
Yo! Yo!
We got a rain. Hey, more gambling money.
Dude, did you say 75? We got 75 model tokens.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, Kyoko is Monokuma confirmed? Hey, come on, man.
Up there, Dave.
Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money.
Oh, hey, we're back to the voice acting period.
Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka,
Yahoo!
was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Well, hold on a second.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't. It was kill or be killed.
So that's why.
Killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing there. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death?
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. And when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better after we've been wrong. Because what we can't look for really is the truth. And that truth the psycho was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video.
Real!
Even if I couldn't handle what I saw in there, it was her, and the video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine.
Now we're trapped here. There's no way out. You're probably still waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck here!
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like this happen to them, and Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that aren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka were the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
he was lying to me from the very beginning. He was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
The entertainment industry must surely be terrified, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seemed so nice on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew!
I understand. I really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Passion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunge at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure I'd leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you were so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, as you were meant to do, blackened Leo Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly? Was it self-defense? Did he force your way into the bathroom? Did you or did you not use your very own toothbrush? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you might not have your way to attack you over. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So, that's why...
No! That's not!
Stop it. I had enough of this.
Oh,
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Rihanna solely blame. Of course, I don't think I'm blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is that stupid bear.
So
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We should be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind.
Y'all don't even know the mastermind. Did I awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just happened that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice.
After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
thrills, chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what I've been waiting for! Punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it!
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star!
Damn, he could put in the effort to voice the rest of the line, that's crazy.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
should be broken. His muscles should be showing. But I guess I can't put that in a video game. No, they can't do that.
What we saw. If my mouse would work, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if you can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
You already said it. Man, the adrenaline is pumping right out of control!
I could have said it any better.
Yeah. What is...
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore.
It's Torchy
Do we
Hero!
really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey! If you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Maybe you are.
Say
We know who you are. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of pamper.
Well,
So why you put us in an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
And I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass in the ground.
Which way? I was really hating me getting so angry, huh? But if you want to do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree, buddy. What happened. Because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. You're trapped in an insane place. You're trapped, are you? There it is. Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You think? Boy, isn't this so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meanings within living here. Just like before.
thrills, chills, kills!
Wait.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
See, I said everything I gotta say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
Me too. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Yeah, that. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trials started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me myself, didn't you? The thought never crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even until the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. You can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought is how she could protect you.
What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she wanted to get...
Well, maybe she wanted to get back at that person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That certainly is one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their depths? I could never do that. No, I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed a small smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well...
Because you guys are lesbians.
I'm psychic.
What?
Huh?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. And that's how the chapter
Chapter 1.
ends.
You survive! The end!
12 people.
To be continued. Isn't that such a wonderful place to end off today? We received the despair bat!
You want to save?
Want to save the data? Yeah.
Nah. We don't need a save.
Nah, we don't need it. We're too good for that.
Yeah, who's to save? No thank you. We ain't gonna talk to you. Because that's where we're gonna end off. So from this episode, we've figured out who died, which was, of course, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon.
Yep.
Those
all
are
of them
people
at the
who are
same
dead.
time.
Yes, all this, not all the same. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have yet, be sure to like, subscribe down below, as there of course be lots more content like this. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.